Hello everybody, I'm Storm here. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Online Dawntrail. In the last episode, we headed out to Shaloni after kind of sorting things out in the city to figure out what's going on out here and to see what our next steps are going to be. And we found out that Astinian is basically suited up and kicking butt out here, so that's good. And then we got word from the train crew that the train was back because it managed to get out before the dome formed. So we got a report that there's basically a large structure that kind of bridges the inside and the outside of the dome. So that is our way in. So we're going to need to basically punch a hole in it. So the plan is, since it's sitting directly on top of the tracks, to basically turn the train into a giant high explosive battering ram and smash it into the structure and get our hole that way. So I'm on board with that plan. And we had our montage where we're getting the train upgraded and ready for combat. So that is all done, and we should be ready to get the party started. I think that's where we're at. So let's go. Oh, and I did take care of all the side quests, and I can now fly. So that's good. I guess we're still waiting for the engineers to finish with the train. Even though it's been like a couple of days.
Right, we're just about done with the modifications, but I have to stress that we cannot afford a test run.
Understandable.
It's fine. We understand and accept the risks. We have faith in you and your craft. I'm sure everything will go to plan. With all the hard work everyone's put in, it couldn't be otherwise.
All right. Let's see her.
Finished at last!
Nice figurehead.
Behold, the pinnacle of locomotive engineering, the Dawn Blazer.
Amazing!
Yep, she's been fitted with wooden armor and a crystal grounding rod to mitigate the effects of lightning. Naturally, we had to overhaul the engine so it could handle the extra weight.
I also had her outfitted with the ferric cannons, the better to contend with enemy forces. And as they're modeled upon those used at the Crystarium, I can attest to their potency.
So, what do you reckon? Given the tight turnaround, I'd say we did a damn good job.
Mm-hmm. It's a shame we had to blow her up.
Glad she's to your liking. I hate to let go of such a beautiful piece of machinery, but I know you'll give her a proper send-off for us.
At the risk of spoiling the mood, we should probably get moving.
Yeah.
Yep, you won't get far if you let them pummel you from the air, but you'll be safe enough once you reach the tunnel.
In that case, I will conceal the train with a spell once everyone is on board. It should last long enough for us to reach the tunnel unnoticed.
Right. So everyone, are we ready?
We've done all we can. Rest is up to you.
I won't let you down. All aboard!
Vanish.
I'm sure you don't want to get on board before you do that? Might be a little difficult to find the ladder. Or stairs. Alright.
At this speed, we should arrive at the dome in no time at all.
But not before we're spotted, I expect. Stay alert!
Here we go.
The welcoming committee.
Stand fast, everyone.
Well, that seems to be working.
No, you don't.
Oh yeah, they have projectile weapons too.
Have care! They've switched to firearms!
Well, that's a problem.
Oh dear.
Raha, jump!
Erenville, I need you to take over for me.
Oh, we're almost there.
End of the line, everyone!
Nice shot. Well,
That was too close.
let no one say we failed to knock.
Still alive, Erenville?
Mostly.
And we got our hull.
At last, the enemy stronghold. We should hurry before they can regroup.
Let's go and find out what's inside.
Alright, Vanguard now accessible. Alright. Next dungeon. So. Going in as warrior. So I'll be tanking. Let's see.
Let's give it our all!
I'm actually gonna bench Wook Lamont. And we're gonna bring Alice. We brought Wook Lamont in a bunch of other previous dungeons, so let's go a little bit of a different team. Alright. Digging the music. Let's get to work.
You underestimate me!
All right. Next group. Man, Alice just jumps in there.
You underestimate me!
Allow me.
What I might need to do is this. Which is my macro to reduce spell effects. I'm probably going to need to see what I'm doing. R7s. Okay.
this!
Alright, more R7s. Alright, come over here. Over here, there we go.
I have you now.
Alright, so first boss. An R8 Vanguard Commander.
Just the beginning.
Hey, follow LSA. Okay, that makes sense. Prepare for aerial bombardment. Okay. Okay, it's gonna be around the outside this time. There you go. Oh, okay. That's what's going on there. Like, why is everybody moving around? Oh. Now what do we got? Ah, I see. Okay. It's going to be on the inside. Oh, no, it's going to be on the outside. Never mind. It's going the other way around. There we go. Alright, not too tough. New ability is pretty awesome. Alright. Vanguard bracelets offending. Alright. Take that. Alan stays already over here. Oh. Turrets. Arrow stats. Switch. Single target focus. Alright, second boss. Protector. An interesting design. Do they really need so many weapons? Oh, goodness. Okay, I'm assuming we don't want to run through those. Oh, yeah. Go around, go around. Okay, there we go. Motion sensitive bomb has been affixed to me. Stop. Okay. Oh, goodness. Okay.
This should do it!
Okay. Buff up.
There.
Another motion sensitive bomb. Stop. Okay. Oh, here we go again. Glad I brought some ranged fighters. Okay. Well, that was something. I am actually going to go ahead and drag these. Let's see. There we go.
I have you now.
Alright, let's see if you can heal me through this. Usually why I don't double up with NPCs, but I am a warrior.
You underestimate me.
Okay. That wasn't too rough. Unless they just get hit. Alright, the aerostat's down.
Take that! You underestimate me!
Last one of you guys. And let's see our last boss. That such a serious breach should be allowed, but it ends now. Ah, you're an actual person. Ophidian Outrider Xander the Snake Skinner. Okay. Hello, Xander. You redeem our honor with your lives. Okay. Alright. Okay, that's a full half-room cleave. Alright. So you're gonna do it twice. Oh, I don't want to be over there. Now you're dropping pretty hard there, buddy. Now you got one of those things on your head, so... Yep. Back on your feet. Alright, no more games. I can call on the soul of the serpent, the great devourer, give me the strength to destroy our enemies. You'll pay for the souls you've made me waste this day? Alright. Ah, I see. So, just over here.
I have you now.
Oh, he's adding an extra layer to that. Rear guard, okay. I see. Fore guard. And rear guard again. Screech. It's just a party wide. Okay. Okay, stay over here. Alright, got him. And stay down this time. Okay. There we go. Chronometer, bolero of aiming. But I got a new axe. Oh. Okay, okay. I'll take it.
What greeted us was not the home that I had left behind. There was no mistaking we had reached Yassulani, and yet it was wholly unlike my memories. The lands of my childhood had changed beyond imagining.
Yeah, that's pretty rough out here.
To where had I returned? We tread on, the darkened skies above a mirror to my heart, clouded with fear and uncertainty.
How bizarre. This cannot be Yassulani, can it?
Heritage found. Alright, well. This is a place. LSA? I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't this. Aaronville? What happened here? Rahatia? There was no sensation of passing into a different world. This couldn't be a reflection, could it? No, I think we're here. This is Yasulani? I was prepared for something strange, but this... it's like another world. I don't understand. Alright. Aaronville. It doesn't make sense. That tower, was it always there? No, definitely not. Nor the wall over there. The material is not something we use in Toral. It's closer to what we saw at the gate to the Golden City, or those mechanical soldiers. Such a massive structure couldn't possibly have been built in so short a time. And I'm inclined to assume we've been transported to another location, or perhaps... Well, speculation will avail us not. We need to learn more about... however, we can... We need to learn more before we can draw conclusions. That is what he said. Alright, let's take a look around here then. Or somewhere else has been transported here. There's an aetheryte over there. That's where I'm headed. Except they're all down there. Alright then. Fine. Thoughts? I haven't seen anyone so far. Anvil? Recognize the lay of the land. It's definitely Yasulani, and yet... Trial. This place is isolated by the dome, yet the skies are heavy with thunderclouds. The air oversaturated with lightning aspected ether. Oh dear, this place is unnatural in a way I've never seen before. LSA? That looks like a train station, doesn't it? That must be Yasulani Station, where the passengers disembarked. Then perhaps we'll find someone to talk to there. Let's go and investigate. Well, that's where I was headed. Well, I'd love to do the fates. We're gonna bypass it. Alright. Before we talk to anybody here... This place has seen better days. It's quite dilapidated. It's fallen into total disrepair, almost as if it hasn't been used in decades. Graha? Amidst enormous alien structures, we have more familiar sights, like this station. Oh, and I see a green swirly over there. LSA. This is a water tower for trains, is it? Cryles over here. This Aetheryte is of Torelli design. Yeah. Uclamot. I'm pretty sure this is Yasalani Station. The state of it, I'd swear, was abandoned years ago. Not sure what to make of this. We should look around a bit more. You know, not like a train had just arrived a couple of days ago. Rusty train turntable. You find a train turntable. Thick layers of rust suggest it has been used in years. Rusty train tracks. The tracks are heavily rusted. It would seem they haven't been tended to for a long while. The building is a rotting husk. It has clearly been many years since anyone lived here. Oh? Finished poking around, have you? Finished poking around, have you? Let's gather everyone then. I want you all to take a look at this. It's one of the mechanical soldiers, long since broken apparently. But I'd say its presence confirms this is indeed Zoralja's domain we're in. What are the rest of you? Did you learn anything? Small evidence suggests this is Yasalani Station. Aye, and I've no doubt we're in Yasalani, but I don't understand why these buildings are so run down. They were completed barely a year ago. For new structures to deteriorate and enormous ones to appear in a flash, if I didn't know better, I'd say time flows differently here. Is such a thing even possible? Yes, it is. We've encountered this phenomenon before, as it so happens. Though it may be difficult to believe, our world is but one of several. In some respects, they are similar to one another, but in others they are wholly different. We call them reflections. Simply put, the rift between dimensions causes time to flow at a different pace in each world. While hours pass in one, years may have come and gone in another. But if this is Yasalani, then we should still be in the source. The flow of time should be synchronized. I'm not sure I follow all this talk of reflections and dimensions, but if Varenville says this is Yasalani, then it must be. Your village is a little further along, right? Varenville. Oh, yes, it's a short distance to the northwest. Let's head there next then. Rather than talk theory, it's always better to confirm things firsthand. May I be of assistance? It's still functioning? It doesn't seem to be hostile, at least. Perhaps we can ask it some questions. Can you tell us where we are? Unable to confirm credentials. Please present citizen identification. Unable to confirm credentials. Confirm. It seems it's broken after all. Too strange by half. Let's leave it be and get going. Are those lightning rods? Do accompany me for a moment. There's something I wish to investigate. Alright, what do you want to investigate? Look there. The lightning appears to be drawn to those pole-shaped structures over yonder. The design suggests that there's some manner of lightning rod. You want to take a closer look? I guess that one? This material appears to be the same as that used in the mechanical soldiers and warships. On closer inspection, it appears to bear fine etchings, rather reminiscent of arcane runes. These, I suspect, are not merely decorative. I would posit it's used to harness lightning as a source of energy. Quite impressive technology. I'll share this observation with Justola. For a blessing, the dome doesn't appear to interfere with link pearls. Thanks for accompanying me. Let's head to the village and find the others. Alright. So that would probably mean that the time is not currently dilated. Pespiani Village also has seen better days. Trial. This is Aaronville's village? Uh-huh. No sign of anyone. Alizé? Let's stay vigilant. Wicklamots. Aaronville. And Aaronville. What in the world?
My home. It's in ruins. But why? What happened here? And where is everyone?
I had a look in a few of the other houses, but they had clearly been abandoned.
Damn it all. None of this makes sense.
Excuse me? Are you looking for someone?
Hello there? Well, you're out of place here.
I apologize for giving you a fright. However, I did have reason to keep to the shadows. Sorolcha has told me a great deal about you.
Sorolcha?
Greetings, and welcome to the realm of Alexandria. I am Sphene, the Queen of Reason.
Okay, then.
Queen of Reason? If you are the Queen of Reason, is there perhaps a...
Yes, if you mean to ask if there is a King of Resolve. Zorulja holds that title, and together do we reign.
Yep, so he is building his own version over here.
Then you are both behind the attack on Tuliyollal.
And I doubt you're here to offer us a warm reception.
Oh, she's by herself.
You have it all wrong. I am not come to fight. Zorulja rules alongside me, but that is a matter of expedience. In truth, we are at odds, he and I. It is at considerable risk to myself and my people that I come before you to beg your aid.
Our aid? I'll admit I cannot imagine King Zorolja is keen to share and share alike. But if what you say is true, you're still the queen.
Indeed. But I was once the sole ruler of Alexandria. Until one day, he appeared, bent on conquest. In my weakness, I feared his power. So I persuaded him to forego violence and strike a bargain. I would remain queen, and he would receive technology that would empower him to achieve even loftier ambitions, along with the knowledge to use it. A gamble, to be sure, but if it might spare my people...
If I may, the dome surrounding these lands was erected but recently. How is it he was able to not only invade, but instate a new system of leadership in a mere matter of days?
I've never heard of your realm. And this place is, or at least was, Yasolani. The house I grew up in is still here. But 3 years ago, that tower and these strange contrivances weren't. Nor was our village in ruins. Where did you come from? And what happened to the people who lived here? You must know!
I realize how confusing this all must be. Truth be told, I don't fully understand it myself. What I can say is that one day, people from your Tuliyollal suddenly appeared here in Alexandria. Or perhaps it was we who found ourselves in Tuliyollal. Until but recently, we were completely unaware of events taking place beyond the barrier surrounding our realm.
Does this not remind you of the Crystal Tower? How after the 8th Umbral Calamity, we devised a means to transport the Spire across time and space from the source unto the first.
Right.
Granted, this is on a much larger scale, if that is indeed what has happened. Not only the people and structures, but also the surrounding environment. Regardless, the people of Lakeland perceived the arrival of the Crystal Tower much as the Queen describes her own experience. Sudden and inexplicable.
Well then, you appear to have a better grasp of our circumstances than we do. Indeed, more than I dared hope. In which case, a closer examination of the effects of this phenomenon
may afford us more insights. Allow me to take you to the outskirts. A number of the Shatona live there as well. Perhaps your acquaintances are among them.
Hold on. If we accept, there's no guarantee we're not walking into a trap.
But if we're to defeat Zorolja, we need to understand how he grew so strong.
You're right.
And sometimes the best way to deal with a trap is to spring it.
Queen Sphene, before we go, Your Majesty, I have to ask, did you really have nothing to do with the attack on Tulihyolal?
I believe we saw you
Noble
there.
Woklamat, shall we dispense with the formalities? I'll not deny the soldiers and airships that attacked your people are products of Alexandria. But it was Zorolja, not we, who fashioned them into weapons of war and laid siege to Tuliolal.
So he alone is to blame.
Not so sure.
No, I may not have prosecuted this war, but I nevertheless bear responsibility for it.
Perhaps. I know next to nothing about you, let alone what you've been through. So by all means, show us around. I think we'll learn a lot from meeting your people.
Wonderful! If you would follow me.
Isn't it a little odd for the queen to be walking about on her lonesome?
Is that concern or suspicion?
Maybe both.
If things should take a turn for the worse, might I call upon your aid? I jest, of course, but you do strike me as the most capable here.
Some things don't quite line up. But I'm sure we'll find out what's going on eventually. Alright, LSA. I think it goes without saying, but we're not going to trust her just like that, right? No. And anyway you look at it, a mysterious girl who appears out of nowhere proclaiming herself a queen is suspicious. Alright, level up. Well, having established that we should be wary, we could use more information. So let's head to this place, the outskirts, and see what we can learn, perhaps about Sphene as well. Alright, let's head on over, and that's probably where we're going to call it a day. Though it looks like we're going to be interrupted on the way. So let's at least arrive in town and get access to the Aetheryte, and then we'll call it a day there. All right, LSA. It's relieved to see people here as well, at least. Innovations of Alexander are nothing short of extraordinary. Anvil. Those brick buildings. I've seen the like before, though I cannot remember where. The Clamat. Have you ever seen such strange contraptions? I wonder what this one is used for. And Croyle. And a most unusual farm, but the produce appears normal enough. Sphene. I trust you have similar farming facilities in Tural. They're completely different from ours. I've got no idea what all those machines do. We settled on this approach after some trial and error. The Turali have their own methods of farming, which they wanted to continue employing. The environment makes it challenging. There's too much rain and not enough light. Thankfully, the use of electrope has allowed us to fortify the buildings here, as well as provide what nature cannot. Electro what? Electrope. It's a material we use for myriad devices and applications. A topic for another time, perhaps. If you don't follow me, we're nearly to the outskirts. These look like more traditional structures that have been augmented. Go ahead and talk to Sveen here. Well, actually, we'll talk to everybody. Rahatia. It's fascinating how they've combined traditional bricklaying with electrope-based engineering. A curious blending of two cultures. I'll say. I'll admit, I've seen nothing particularly suspicious yet. Aaronville. It's a Tonawatan village, or at least it was, before the dome and the strange contraptions. Lamont. Relief to see people here as well. I'll be seeing we said for everyone in Yasulani. And Kryl. Oh, a lively settlement, isn't it? Isn't it? In defiance of the ceaseless gloom. Almost. Rain. The weather.
Here we are. Though you'll doubtless find much of what you see in Alexandria strange, the traditional agriculture practiced in this village at least should be familiar.
Queen Sveen? What business brings her here, I wonder?
And everybody's got these things on their head.
The Queen has come!
You look well, Paquine. And Katonye, I see you've already taken to your new position.
When she introduced herself as queen, I was expecting someone colder. Honestly, she reminds me of you, Namachi.
Me?
It's only natural for a ruler to love her people. And I should like to know them as best I can. Even the most trifling details.
The more you come to know them, the more you grow to love them. Who they are and what they've built.
That's it. Beautifully put.
And it would appear that she is well loved in turn.
Your Majesty, you honor us with your presence. And who are these fine people?
Tuliolol's vow of resolve Wuk-Lamat and her companions. They come from beyond the barrier, but you needn't worry. They are good people and are to be treated as my honored guests.
The rumors of a link to the outside are true, then. Wuk-Lamat is still so young.
Hmm?
Oh, where are my manners? I am Popone, a leader of sorts of the people living out here.
Popone? That is a Tonawatan ring to it.
Right you are. I take it you hail from this region as well? Teshpiani, perhaps?
Yes, I do. I don't suppose you know a woman by the name of Kafkiwa?
Kafkiwa? I'm afraid I'm not sure if I've ever met someone with that name.
Oh. Mother isn't here.
Oops.
Your mother, you say? Now that you mention it, I do see the resemblance.
You know my mother?
I do. Yes.
Then tell me, please, where is she?
I cannot say. Not here, but I promise I will in due time.
We're being watched. Okay.
I have a question, Pepone. Do you recall what happened the day the dome first appeared?
And she doesn't want Zoralja to know about Kafkiwa?
The barrier? Well, I remember fixing a shelf that had collapsed after a terrible earthquake. Then the ground began to tremble. There was a brilliant flash of light, and then... Forgive me, my recollection of it all is rather poor.
You needn't push yourself, Pepone. After 30 years, no one could blame you for not remembering.
30 years.
30 years? As in 30 years in the past?
Absurd though it may sound, there is no doubt in my mind the events that led to the joining of our lands occurred 30 years ago. Which is not to say I understand why our perceptions of the intervening time are so radically different. We only just became aware of the discrepancy when Zoralja's military base was completed, and we were at last able to venture beyond the barrier.
I believed you long dead. To have the chance to kill you myself is an unforeseen blessing.
Yeah, that's why I thought Jaja was already dead.
$30 years. Little wonder Zoralja assumed our father had already passed away.
It's not unlike how time passes differently in the First and the Source. The fluctuating space of the rift between them disrupting temporal equivalence. Perhaps the same holds true here, and time flowed faster within the dome.
Very much faster. Because it wasn't very long between the appearance of the dome and, well, stuff coming to attack us. Like, minutes. Do you suppose time is still passing faster in here?
I was able to make contact with Y'shtola not long ago via link pearl, so that shouldn't be cause for concern. And based on the Queen's account, this encampment may have come to serve as a physical bridge between the two planes, after which the dome was forced into the Source's temporal flow.
If we're to be certain of anything, we need more information. Sphene, would it be all right if we had a look around and spoke with the townspeople?
By all means.
Time to see what we can see of Alexandria, then.
All right.
And its people. I may yet find familiar faces among the survivors from Yasolani.
Even if I don't understand the half of it, I would learn more of this place before we confront Zoralja.
Perhaps you'd care to see how we make our living. Though we have always prided ourselves on the use of traditional Tonawatan farming methods, the use of electro-fueled technologies has led to countless agricultural innovations.
I would join you as well.
Ma'am, please, you needn't trouble yourself.
It's no trouble at all. And I promise not to cause any manner of distraction.
Reassuring words, or they would be had I not heard them countless times before. Very well, but do be careful.
Of course. I shall proceed with the utmost care. Now then, if you two would follow me, we can begin the tour.
I can't say that I trust her yet, but I trust that her affection for these people is genuine. And that's enough for me.
Alright, so we'll tour the place, but we will do that next episode. Actually, hold on. Let me just finish the... Complete the quest, and then we will stop there. Bean. Electrope has done much to improve the efficiency of their farming, but hasn't replaced everything. The people wanted to preserve their old way of life, and we did not want to force ours upon them. You went to such lengths so that our cultures could coexist, even going so far as to learn our tongue. I'm sure everyone appreciated that. Communication was thankfully not an issue, for the Turali tongue is surprisingly similar to Alexandrian. Of course, there are words and phrases for which there is no equivalent, but those can be taught with minimal effort. Through mutual respect, understanding, and patience, we Alexandrians and Turali have learned a great deal from one another. And I'm sure there is much you wish to learn as well, so please, if you have questions, do not hesitate to ask. Alright, there we go. Yeah, we'll go ahead and end the episode here, and we'll tour the place when we come back. So for now, stop here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.